Hello and welcome to Dino Live, the show from Dino PC. Here at Dino, we have plenty to roar about and offer not only top quality and configurable products, but also we are gamers. We care, we're people, we're friendly, and we don't bite. My name is Rach, and this is a show all about you. Well, I'm going to help a little bit, and there might be some guests, but mostly it's about you. Over the next few weeks, I'll be bringing you exclusive interviews with some top lads and lovely lasses, and together we're going to share loads of hints and tips aimed at helping make you a better PC gamer. You're going to unlock your full potential, guys. It's going to be fantastic. Today is the 20th of August, and I know where did the year go, right? I mean, we don't really care being gamers and all. We're perfectly happy sitting inside. But today, on this sunny, lovely Thursday, we're going to be joined by a very special guest all the way from Microsoft. When I say all the way, he lives in England, but you know what I mean. Today's theme is all about tuning your Windows 10 PC, specifically for PC gaming. So if everyone would like to welcome Sam, any minute now.
Hello,
There he is.
everyone.
Hi, Sam.
What's going on? I'm ready to unlock my full potential, like you said.
Yeah,
That
you
sounds
are.
great.
Yeah, you are.
Also, are you telling me that dinosaurs have built all these PCs?
Absolutely. The
What
staff,
a
all
small
dinosaurs, every single
arms.
one.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you for coming on. So just in case these fine folks in the chat, by the way, hi Clarky, Dante, Mika, Gareth, Chris, welcome in guys over on YouTube. Just in case these peeps have not had the pleasure of meeting you, do you want to take a minute just to introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name's Sam Bateman. I'm the marketing lead for Xbox in the UK and Ireland. So that covers all of our hardware, whether that's Xbox consoles or PC hardware, PC accessories, etc. The Elite Series 2 controller. I cover our services, so Xbox Game Pass for PC and Ultimate, and then our games businesses as well. So we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator that came out the other day, and such. And really, I'm sort of in charge of making sure that you guys all hopefully know about those things and get excited about them like I do.
Oh, that sounds great. So what's your exact role, sorry, did you say at Microsoft?
So I'm the marketing lead. So I basically put together all the
Marketing
sort
lead.
of fun activities that we get to do
Ooh.
around some of the releases of these games. So when someone says, "Hey, look, we've got this great flight simulator coming out. What can you do?" Then I will land badly at them.
Oh,
But
I
yeah,
see what you
so
did there. It was the airplane
yes,
pun.
there you go. Yeah, got loads of those. So yeah,
Oh
no,
no.
thanks very much for having me on. Good to be talking to you guys, and hopefully tell you a little bit of information about what Microsoft has to offer.
Oh, absolutely love it. Thank you so much again. So, I'm just going to jump right into it. We've got a couple icebreakers just to, get all warm. Not that
Lovely.
we need to
I love
get
breaking ice.
warmer.
Mm.
You were literally just telling us how flipping warm it is down there.
Oh, it is.
um,
Look, everyone, we like to get,
yeah.
it's very hot, 26.9 right now in this room. And if for any US viewers, it's very early for you, but there you go. Hopefully that makes it easier. 80.4. Anyway,
80
sorry, you are
degrees,
breaking
man.
ice.
Yeah, we're breaking ice with the heat because it's hot. I don't know. I'm from the north. It's like we get to 20 and we're dying. But yeah, 26 down
Same.
there. So Sam, hello. Fantastic to have you. Would you consider yourself more of a PC gamer or a console gamer? This is a loaded question. I actually really hate this question because why can't we just all have everything, right? But
Yeah,
what
you know
would you
what?
say to that?
It's a massively loaded question as you ask the person at Xbox whose most history is in console gaming. But look, if I speak to you on a personal and professional level, I've been
Go
playing
on.
games since I was as young as I can. I think the first game that I played was on a Windows 95 computer. I
Oh
must
my
I
gosh.
way back in the day. My mum did computer science at university. As a woman in the 90s is quite a rarity, but I was a big fan of games from a very young age on a Windows PC, and I would play Doom, which was not the correct Peggy rating at the time, but
I
I'd
was
play
gonna
Doom
say.
with my dad, the very first Doom, and I would hit the space bar because I didn't have the cognitive ability to move around yet because I was so small. But I'd basically press the space bar to do the shooting, and he would do the moving with the keys. So I think I have grown up very much ingrained in PC gaming. I now work at Xbox, and we have got a considerable good PC offering, but our history is in console. So I think I probably sit perfectly within the middle. So I think I played Counter-Strike to a very high level for about 5 to 10 years. I have a year's played in World of Warcraft, and by that I mean
Oh,
I've not played the game for a year, as in I have had the game open and been playing it for a year of time, which I'll let you guys decide on if that is a good use of time or not. But hey, it's working.
wow. I didn't
So
think I'd meet
yes,
a
firmly in the
person
middle.
that would beat my 4,000 hours, but I think I have just met him. Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a
there we
big
go.
World of
Yeah,
Warcraft fan as well.
oh, there we go. Yeah, so you know what? I've spent so much time in World of Warcraft. I think I got the Gladiator 3 times, Server First, Heroic Lich King,
Oh,
all of the deepest, darkest corners of World of Warcraft. I've been there and spent more time there. But anyway, so yes,
well, I
I'm a
did have a
PC gamer and a
question.
console gamer.
Well, yeah, both is good. I mean, Dino PC, I mean, it's in the name. We're sort of going to be focusing on PC today.
Absolutely,
But yeah, it's good to obviously have a balanced, non-biased opinion. It's all good. I did have a
absolutely.
question here, like, what was the first game that got you into PC gaming? But I think you've already answered it, Doom, right? So instead, I'm
Well,
going to ask you what. Oh, go on.
no, go on. I think look, Doom was the first game that I played. The first game that
Okay.
got me into PC gaming was Counter Strike, because I once
Oh,
went
right.
to there was an internet cafe around the corner from my house when I was a kid, and you could go in there. It was called Pay to Play, wild,
Mm.
and you could go in there, and it was £14, and you could sit on a top spec computer at the time and play all day from like 9 a.m. until like 6 p.m. So I would like beg my mum to take me there, and I would just sit and I basically played Counter Strike all day, and then so much so that I then went out and got a computer, and off you go. So yeah, that was definitely as soon as I played my first round of that game, that was it. It was over. I knew that I was going to be a PC gamer for the rest
Oh,
of my
man.
life.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, it's just places like that, I guess, are brilliant because they're kitted out with like PCs that can handle those type of
Exactly.
games. I mean, when I was young, our family PC wouldn't dream of running Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
But yeah, there you
absolutely.
go. Oh no, that's awesome. But yeah, there's lots of fiddly things like to do with PC gaming that you don't really get with console gaming, and there's a couple of those things that we're going to talk about today, and that's sort of the purposes of these live streams. I just want to take a little minute because we've got a few more people coming in on YouTube here. Hello to Brad. And UJ's here too. Doggo, Sai. Hi guys, welcome in. Aditya says PCMR. Oh god, you're one of those. You're one of those. Hello also to Twitch and Facebook and everyone watching this in the future. Thank you so much for spending time
Hello,
with us
everyone.
today. Hello, hello. Right, so we've done our questions and stuff. Do you feel suitably ice broken, or do you want to chat about World of Warcraft some more? Are we doing good?
Look, I would love to take all of the serious questions out of this, and let's just sit down. Let's all get a cup of tea and let's talk about, what your favorite WoW raid is. No, I'm ready. Let's
No,
talk about the
we're
serious
good.
stuff.
We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. So, right, we're all very warm. We're feeling warm in the chat. I think we are. Cool. Here at Dino PC, we are all about customizing without compromise. And this is the part of the show where we let you guys, yes, you, Aditya, I see you, Chris, you guys, you're going to decide what the live stream is going to look like. So we're going to customize the live stream now. We've got 3 different overlays for our stream, and we're going to show them all to you guys, and then you can vote for which one that you want to be this week's skin. So I have, of course, already seen them. I got the spoiled. So I've given
Oh,
them
show me.
loving names.
They sound
So the
great.
first one coming up, I like to call it Turok Remastered, which we can only hope for, that would be nice. So guys, this is Turok. What do we think? What do we think, Sam?
I like it. I think the bullet holes look aggressive. The scratches look like they mean business. I feel like we could have a really good grungy time with that. I'm into it. I
Definitely
hope that
looks
one
like we've been
wins.
shooting
Don't
up some
don't show me the
dinosaurs.
rest. That's the best one.
This is it. Well, I mean, there are 2 more.
All right. If it makes you all happy, let's see the rest.
There are 2 more. This next one coming up, I like to call Ark Survival Devolved, because there are no dinosaurs. There's just watermelons chilling above my head. I mean, this is like the start of some kind of like heckin' perfectly cut screams. It just chops and you go. Do you follow
This
them
is
on
much
Twitter?
better, actually. I
You
disregard
think?
my opinion. Yeah, it was stupid. Don't worry about that.
You think?
This one looks great. It looks like loads of house plants, which I would murder immediately. So
Which, oh, you're
maybe
not a
keep it away
houseplant
from me. It looks
guy.
well. No, I am. I'm just constantly buying new ones because I don't know how to keep the current ones in life. But yeah, looks great. Love it, guys.
Maybe your problem is that it's 26 degrees in your apartment.
Oh, great conditions for growing a rainforest.
Oh, I suppose actually, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
good
Oh, well, there you
humidity.
go.
Thanks,
Sam's good
guys.
with this one. But there is one final one, again, which I have lovingly called Fable 4. Although I think it's going to be a remake. I don't think it's Fable 4. What do you think?
No comment.
No comment? Oh, he knows!
No
He
comment.
knows.
But I'm very excited as to what Playground Games are going to do with that title for sure. But no comment.
Ooh,
Otherwise,
yeah, I mean, I
unless
guess.
I want someone to pull me off this stream with a sort of,
Oh no, I would never do that to you, Sam. Don't worry.
thank you
I'm
guys.
sitting here thinking, what kind of fable is it? We got Late Night Quasson and Ginger Ninja over on Twitch saying, Fable, this is the one. I had a few people saying that they liked the Turok one as well. Will we see them all again? That's the three. So we want you guys to say which one's your favorite. Ooh, a few votes for Fable. Darkness Dust going for Fable. Sam, what are you going for?
I think I like the houseplant vibe, if I'm honest. I mean, the Turok
Can we
one looks
see the?
edgy,
Yeah.
which I'm into, but
Mm-hmm.
I like that. But I'm not in control of this. It's bad enough that chat have to listen to me. Hello, chat, by the way. What's up, guys? They should be the master of this. But I think the houseplant one.
Oh, there's Turok.
Oh,
I mean, you get a vote.
beautiful.
You get a vote. You do. I'm gonna go with Fable because anything green and sparkly, I am there. If you hadn't guessed already, we got Gareth going for Turok. Mika saying Arc one's the best. Zeno says all about that chicken chase. I think he's going for Fable then. There's Fable again. Two people with smooth voices. Oh my god, Darkness Dust thinks I have a smooth voice. I haven't had anyone tell me that ever. Goes immediately very Scottish. Oh, Tudan TV says Fable wins. Congratulations, Fable. Look at
Oh,
this.
lovely. Look at that. Beautiful.
Thank you so
My
much,
least
guys.
favorite of
Again,
the
that was.
overlay children.
Oh
No, it's
no!
great.
People just want
Yeah,
you to
people
tell
want
them all
Fable
about Fable. That's
information.
what it is.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, amazing. Oh, thank you for that. Well done, guys. Cool. We're going to have similar sort of customization options in the future in these live streams. Just a little bit of fun, just something to sort of drive home how you shouldn't have to compromise. If you want what you want, then you should be able to get it. And that's what Dino PC is all about. So before we jump into the interview is coming, I promise. It is the bulk of this show. Sam has actually brought a gift. Sam has a gift.
I have.
Right?
Yeah, it's frankincense, gold, and myrrh. No,
Oh my god.
does come in a 3 though. It's 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which we are going to talk about a little bit soon, but that will get you access to a whole load of wicked games if you are the lucky winner. So yeah, happy to bring it along. Hopefully, there's someone that is very excited about winning it.
Yeah, I mean, I have Game Pass Ultimate myself on the PC, and it's such good value. But like you said, we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. So if you guys would like to be in for a chance to win, I see you all. Oh my God, Dino PC is in the chat. As always, guys, if Sam and I are a little bit tied up and you have some questions, feel free to direct them at Dino PC. They're very friendly. They don't bite, I promise, and they'll be happy to help you. But yeah, if you would like to enter the giveaway, you can see below here. You just have to, if you're on Facebook, comment on the video, tag a friend, share the stream. Please let us know. Also, sorry, YouTube and Twitch as well. If you could upgrade anything, one piece of kit inside your PC, what would you want to upgrade? If cost was not a factor, Sam, what would you want?
Oh God, that is a tough question. I think maybe I've always been a big fan of an SSD, and I think
You don't have an
there's
SSD.
I do have an SSD. No, don't get me wrong here. I do have that. It's not the Dark Ages, but I love the NVMe ones that go directly on the boards that have got the much higher
Oh,
write speeds rather than the ones
oh
that,
my
well, I
goodness.
mean, they plug in via a normal connector, but the ones that go directly on the board, I've heard some very good things about, especially the NK2. So yeah, without a doubt, the quicker I can get into my game and start playing games, then, I'm all up for it. What about you? You were asking the questions, but what would you upgrade?
I mean, I'd be happy to answer. Does that mean I get to enter the
Yeah,
competition if I
yeah, you're
answer?
up for it. Yeah, you get some Game
Score.
Pass.
I think I'd go for a new graphics card. I am rocking the GTX 1060, which at the time I was on a budget. It was pretty
Mm,
good when I got it. I would love a 2080, me.
yeah, that'd be
But yeah, new
delicious.
graphics card for me.
Very good.
We got a couple people in chat. Viper Zad is saying, yep, same graphics card. Ooh, or a new CPU, possibly. Mika says, can confirm NVMe, is that what it's called?
I mean,
That's so
whichever
much
way we
better.
say it, we're going to get it wrong, but I would say NVMe.
NVMe, gotcha.
Yeah.
NVMe, baby.
Yeah, with my sick loading times.
Gareth saying, "Hook me up with that Raptor PC, and I'm yours." Yes, if you didn't know, a lot of the custom built, sorry, the pre-built PCs, they're all named after flipping dinosaurs. It's the best, guys. Check us out, Dino PC. What about a 3080? Ali, stop teasing me. So hopefully our guys in the chat are taking in the people who are answering the questions. That'll put you in the giveaway. I did forget to mention this giveaway is open for 7 days. So even if you're watching this in video on demand format on YouTube, feel free to leave a YouTube comment or Facebook. Sorry, Twitch, if you happen to be watching this as a VOD. Do people watch VODs? You're going to have to hop over to YouTube or Facebook. And yeah, we'll let you know if you've won a week from now. So good luck, guys, including myself. Okay, so
might win.
right. I might win, that'd be great.
Yeah, you might.
So Sam. I love a waffle, me. I love a waffle.
Me too.
Why don't we start talking about the first of our two main talking points today? So the
Yes.
first thing we'd like to talk about is DirectX 12 Ultimate. So I'm going to let you take the reins on this because I am a complete noob, and you clearly know more than me about it. So what is DirectX 12 Ultimate? Go on.
Well, look, for DirectX 12 Ultimate, it's important to your gaming experience. For most people at home, most of these things sort of go, over your head. And it's not, you don't really need to know about them too much. But sometimes, if you're into it, it's nice to know actually what these technological advancements can do. DirectX at the end of the day it's a set of APIs, right? So for developers to use, it's made by Microsoft for Windows 10 PC and actually, going into the Xbox consoles as well. But PC is what we're talking about here. So it's a set of APIs and tools that developers can make use of that, for you guys at home, it's a shiny new tool set that will make your games play now and in the future, play a lot better when it comes to the graphical fidelity and the performance. It's sort of like lifting the engine out of your car and putting a brand new one in there. It complements all the bells and whistles and everything else, but beefs it up a little bit. And there's games out there that are making use of DirectX 12 already, and then there's ones that are being developed for it now. The good thing about it is that it doesn't. I think in the past there's been times where a DirectX version has come out and there's been incompatibility between versions for new games, but actually this has got sort of great backwards compatibility for people that are running older cards that can't necessarily use it all. So yeah, look, the TLDR on it is it's tools for developers to use to make the games much higher in graphical fidelity. And I think really a big key takeaway of it is the performance. Really, that's key.
Got you, yeah. Oh, of course, because you hear these terms sort of being thrown around, but it's a different thing actually like finding out what they are. So obviously another one that gets thrown around a lot, especially with brand new, very expensive technology, and that is ray tracing. So what is ray tracing?
Well, look, I think with let's talk about within DirectX 12. There's 4 features within it, right? The one that gets spoken about the most is ray tracing, and I can explain about that. And then also there's a few other ones that people sort of know about, and some that people don't know about. So ray tracing, look, without getting too technical, I would describe as like the most realistic interpretation of light that you see in a visual game world. So basically, by making use of technology, developers can mirror how light behaves in reality. So, which is, let's wrap our heads around it a second. So, how does light behave in reality?
It sounds beautiful.
What effect does that have on things? So, it improves shadows. So, it makes shadows way more realistic. It knows the full shape and the size and the reflections from the light and how much shadow to cast, etc. Which feels like a small thing, but we all know that these marginal gains on graphical fidelity can increase the immersion in a title. So that's what that bit does. There's the shadows, there's the illumination, so making like a lamp look more real when you see it turned on, the way it illuminates the room and the amount of light that a room catches and what materials reflect it. And then, just sort of spoken about it then, but reflections is a really key one. I think way back when when Half-Life 2 came out, and there was, reflections and interesting bloom technology with
Yeah.
HDR and all that sort of stuff. And we were like, right, that's it, we're at the peak. And now actually with ray tracing, it can make a game look and feel like a brand new game just by turning ray tracing on and off. So, there's games out there like, I think, Call of Duty Modern Warfare has ray tracing, but there's also been a beta for NVIDIA RTX cards for Minecraft. And if you haven't seen that, if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, Minecraft looks like a different game when you turn the feature setting on, just because of all the reflections and the way that the light works. A game that is traditionally a blocky, very basic game
Yeah.
can feel incredibly immersive. So ray tracing, I think, is the one that is it's like the flagship feature that people can interpret and get so easily. But there's three other ones in there. There's mesh shading, variable rate
Mm.
shading, and sampler feedback. Mesh shading is basically, okay, it's technical, but it's a programming model for geometry. So everything's made out of triangles in games and polygons in games, etc. But what
Yeah.
this does is it allows you to reduce the triangle count when making a game or rendering a scene, but keep the graphical fidelity high. So it means that it puts less onus on the CPU and then the GPU. So it means you get more frames. Basically, what I'm saying is it renders high detailed things in a sort of fancy way that allows you to get a little bit more power out of your GPU, which is nice. And then there's variable rate shading. Some people have heard a little bit more about this. This is quite a smart use of technology. Traditionally in games, right, when you render something, it's like a cone like that, and you can
Mm-hmm.
see the things in front of you. And then as you move, things are de-rendering and rendering as you 360, let's say. And that's
Yeah.
sort of the magic of game development, to make sure that your games don't crash. This is almost like, the way I would describe it in layman's terms, someone more technical than me might disagree, but I would say it takes a scene when you're looking at a game, and it allows you to render some things in more detail and some things not in so much detail. And that allows you then to get more performance out of the card. So let's say you take
Yeah. Yeah.
Forza Horizon, a car game, and you're going at 200 miles an hour down a road. The things that your eyes can take in, perceive, and understand most of the time is the detail of the car and probably where you're going. But if you think about the detail around the car, like how quickly the road moves, like even if you haven't played the game, you sit in a car in real life, you look out the window, things are moving by really quickly. So it doesn't really make sense to render those parts in so much detail. So what VRS for short, what it can do is not render stuff in so much detail there, render that bit in much more detail, and then give you a higher performance. There's some games that are actually getting a 15% increase in their frame performance just by utilizing VRS. So very good. And then that, I think lots of people know that one as second after ray tracing. And then the last one, very short and very simple explanation. It's called sampler feedback. And sampler feedback is just a way to try and make sure that your GPU and your CPU aren't having more busy work when it comes to rendering. So it takes colors from something that you're looking at. Let's say I'm looking at a red pylon, and then I look to my right and there's the same red pylon again. Rather than render it twice, what it does is it takes the colors and the information from it and just replicates it, so it's not two separate objects. So again, you're like trying to reduce the load on your GPU, so that it can just focus on the things that people care more about these days, which is more frames without compromising on graphical fidelity. So those are sort of the key four features of DirectX 12 Ultimate.
It sounds brilliant. It sounds like exactly what we're looking for, like something that's gonna it doesn't mean we need necessarily the top equipment. It's gonna sort of like fill in the gaps for us a little bit. So how do Windows 10 users get DirectX 12 Ultimate?
So there's a software and a hardware version of this, right? There's DirectX
Mm-hmm.
12 Ultimate comes as part of a Windows update, so it's a software API download that you should have probably got in May this year. If you didn't get it, go and search in your Windows taskbar and search Windows Update, and then just make sure you're fully up to date on your operating system, and you should have the software capability to do so. what you'll need to make use of some of the features of DirectX 12 Ultimate, so let's say ray tracing, is you'll need a graphics card that can handle it. Of a certain
Of
range,
course.
right? So I'm sorry to say, Rach, but the 1060 isn't going to cut it. It's not going to cut
No.
it. What you need to look for is with it, let's say an NVIDIA card, is you need an RTX card. So a
Of
20,
course.
mostly from the 20 range, so a 2060, a 2070, or the highly praised 2080. That will allow you to do things like turn ray tracing on and off. And when games have made use of mesh shading, variable rate shading, and sampler feedback, you get all that goodness from it. So yeah, if you've got Windows 10 and you own an RTX card already, you probably already have it. You just need a game to go and play. So Call of Duty's got it. Like I said, I think Control might have it. Cyberpunk later on in the year is getting it too. So yeah, a quick search will bring you along to a list of great games that you can try it out with.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that was so much information. Thank you so much. That's perfect. Yeah. Oh, so there we go. Everyone's going to go and make sure that their software is up to date. There you go. And I'm going to go and put a 2080 on my wish list. Yes, Ali. Dino PC agrees with me. Rach needs a new graphics card. Hook me up, guys. Hook me up.
You know the people.
Oh, but I know they are the people. Did you hear that, guys? They're the people. But apparently the 2080 Ti is overpriced. Well, it's worth as much as you want to pay for it, UJ. Right, well, that was DirectX 12 Ultimate, which I have to say very slowly because I end up saying Direct 12X anyway. The second topic that I like to hope that more people have heard of, because it is available on the Xbox One as well as PC, and that is the Game Pass, but specifically the PC version, which is called Game Pass Ultimate. So back to you, Sam. What is Game Pass Ultimate?
So, well, look, there's two components here that are useful for PC gamers. So Xbox Game Pass, there's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then there's Xbox Game Pass for PC. Now, Ultimate includes PC. You can go and subscribe to you can just go and subscribe to just getting the PC games if you want to. That exists. That's currently in beta, and we'll talk about more about the price and all that sort of stuff in a bit. But Xbox Game Pass Ultimate includes Xbox Game Pass for console. So if you own an Xbox One already, it includes it for PC. It includes Xbox Live Gold to play online on your console if you want to, and it also includes a whole bunch of like exclusive member discounts and perks. So there's an Ultimate Game sale going on right now, and if you're a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you get discounts on those titles. So there's sort of two that people can choose from. And if you've got Ultimate as well, starting from September 15th, you can also play via game streaming. So you can actually stream Game Pass games directly to your phone and play them there. So let's say I'm playing some, I don't know, Minecraft or whatever, or, maybe Minecraft Dungeons on my PC through Xbox Game Pass. I can then come off the PC and then carry on the journey if I want to on my Android phone, and then come back and pick it up where I want to. And that's included at no extra cost. But
play anywhere is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. And so those are the options that you have to sort of subscribe to. And the service as a whole, I mean, we basically always guarantee that there's over 100 high quality PC games on it. So you get to download them. You don't stream them on your PC. You get full access to them while your subscription is still live. And it's basically a curated list of, I don't know, wicked games, whether it's from people that aren't from Xbox Game Studios or are. And with Xbox Game Studio games, so we've had a couple this week. We have Flight Sim on Tuesday and Battletoads come out on Friday. If the game is made by Xbox Game Studios, it will go into the service on the same day that it releases. So you don't need to go and buy a full price game if you want to. You can just go drop into the service and play it the same day it comes out. And there's even been examples where third-party publishers, etc., have released their games day one into it. I know a big one that lots of people are excited for as PC fans. I was a huge fan of it back in the day. Is Stalker 2 is coming to Xbox Game Pass, and that will come in date as well. So very exciting, that one.
It's almost too good to be true. Like it's fantastic. Like we get everything.
I would describe it as if it feels too good to be true, it basically feels like petty theft. Do you know what I mean? Like it feels like normally a sign of a good service is if it feels like you're ripping off the person you're buying it from. And I've had so many people, whether it's journalists or mates or whatever, be like, are you guys like okay? Is that a viable thing to do? And you're like, don't worry about us, all right? You guys just try it out and realize that there's a lot of games in there that you can play for, a fraction of the cost as you would do if you bought it full retail.
Yeah, oh, fantastic. Misfit over in the YouTube chat is actually voicing something that I had in my head a little bit. Game Pass is nice, but I'll always worry I'll miss playing a game because they remove access to add new games. So you said there were over like 100 games at the minute. Does that mean they are removing some as they add new ones?
Yeah, so when it comes to the amount of games that are in the library, there's I think on the PC library there's 199 games. Someone in
Okay.
the chat will correct me on that probably, but there's 199 games in the library. Now, the idea with the service is not to become an ever expanding library of titles. So it's not to
Hmm.
have 5,000 games in a couple of years time, and that's how it works. It's supposed to be a curated list of games that are exciting to play and are a diverse lineup. So there's when you go into the library, you'll see that it's not just all shooters and it's not just all RPGs. There literally is something for everyone. And yes, games come into the service and games come out of the service. When it comes to Xbox Game Studio games, those games stay in forever, basically.
Of
So
course.
when we add when we added Flight Simulator in on Tuesday, it will not leave the service. So if you're a fan of those games from that studio, you're absolutely golden. There are
Oh,
games that do
great.
they come in, they get added. I think that we announced a few the other day. I think like Resident Evil 7, I think, is coming to Game Pass for PC. We've got Don't Starve, Spiritfarer got added as a surprise of the day. So like some really
Oh, I
good
picked
selections.
that up.
Yeah, it's great. So they go
Yeah.
in, and then there is a time where they go out. The great thing is that actually when they go to leave, you get a discount on purchasing at full price. So the reason that
Because
I
you're
like the
the
yeah,
because you've
because
got
you're a
the ultimate.
subscriber.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason that I like it so much is that it's no longer a question about like when a film comes out or a game comes out, right? You try and digest as much information about the game so that then when you go to hand over your 50, 60, 70 pounds to purchase it, you've got enough information, you've decided if you like the game. With Game Pass,
Yeah.
it's not about that anymore, actually. It's not about do I have enough money to purchase it? It's actually about do I have enough time to, one, download it, and two, do I have enough time to play it? So it's not really a purchase decision anymore. It's literally just like, do I want to try that? And I think we've seen that so much where if you're a Game Pass subscriber, people play a more diverse set of games because the barrier to
Mm.
entry. If I want to go play Outer Worlds and I've never played an RPG before, I don't need to think about it too much. I can just go and try it. So but yeah, back to your question. Games come out, but we always give people a discount on the cost of it as it comes out of the catalog if they want to. You also get a discount on in-game items as well, 10% I think for add-ons. So if let's say you play Forza Horizon in Game Pass for PC and you want to get the Fortune Island expansion, it's actually 10% off to purchase it. So there's some good value that comes with it too on top of the normal subscription if you do want to keep your game and you think it might come out of the service.
That's fantastic. I've got another question from Late Night Croissant over on Twitch. Is Wasteland 3 going to come out on the 28th of
Yes,
August on PC?
yes,
Yeah.
Wasteland 3, we're adding. So it's quite exciting. In 2 weeks, we've had 4 games being added to the service on PC and other platforms on Xbox too. So we had Flight Sim on Tuesday. We've got Battletoads tomorrow. We have Tell Me
Mm.
Why next week. I think might be like next Tuesday or Wednesday or something. And then we've also got Wasteland 3 as well. So 4 games in 2 weeks is pretty exciting. And I think it makes it for Xbox Game Studios. I think we've maybe released 12 or so titles in the past 8 months, which
That's
is
fantastic.
it's like nearly like a
It's
game a
such
month.
good value.
It
Yeah,
is. It's
yeah.
petty theft. That's not an approved advertising slogan, but it does feel like petty theft.
Petty. Please come steal from them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fantastic. So just finally to round it off, how much does it cost? Because we didn't actually say.
Yeah, so if you have never had it, it's £1 for your first month, which is great. So let's say you really, really want to play Wasteland 3 next week, and you've never joined the service before, you could pay £1, probably complete the game, and then never play it again if you wanted to. But I would bank on you
Exactly.
probably in that month trying other games as well. So it's £1 for your first month, and then because Game Pass for PC is in a it's currently in beta. It's actually a limited price, so it's only $3.99 a month just for the PC game specifically, which is pretty good, to be honest.
Oh,
So
it's
what are you
cracking.
waiting for?
There you go, guys. So when you do, you're going to spend a lot of money kitting out your PC with the best hardware. So why spend like loads on PC games? Just get Game Pass. Boom. Oh, well, thank you so much, Sam. Honestly, you went above and beyond. That was all super useful. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not the sort of thing you just kind of like go down tip pub with pals and talk about DirectX 12. So a lot of it's maybe we've all learned something today.
Well,
That's
if
the
anyone
plan
sees me
anyway.
in the
That is the
pub,
plan.
you're more than happy to come up to me from a socially distanced distance and talk to me about a
Mm.
DirectX 12 and or Game Pass if you'd like. But if anyone has any other questions as well that they wanna ask, either you can at Xbox UK, or I think my Twitter handle is here somewhere. I'm more than happy for people to
Up
reach
the
out if
top,
you've got any.
yeah.
Yeah, if you've got any questions, then happy to answer them. But thanks so much for having me on. I've really enjoyed myself.
No, you've been brilliant. Thank you. Good show. Good show. Anyone have any questions for Sam just before he pops off? I think we're good. Oh, everyone's all like, no, Darkness Dust, I just bought a car. No. Listen, you need video games, right? Why buy a car?
Yes.
I bought a car yesterday. Why
Oh.
buy a car when you could sit in all day and play games? There's a pandemic on, guys. This is the time of the gamer. Oh, some speedy noodle. Is it more worth buying Game Pass to get games for free or buying the games yourself and just keeping them permanently? It's the same with like Netflix. Like you could obviously buy all these box sets and you've got them forever, or you could rent them, I
Hmm.
guess, for £7 a month.
It depends
It's
on what game it is. I would say, like,
true.
for me, if I buy a year of Game Pass Ultimate is like maybe like just a shade over 100 quid. I think it's like 120 quid or something like that. Or even for PC, it's a lot less. There might be some
Mm,
games where I'm like, let's say Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator. I might for some reason just want to feel like I own it. So you can just go and buy that if you
yeah.
want to. Use the Game Pass subscription as a way to discount it, and then use the service to play all the other games within it. If you intend on going to buy all of the games in the service permanently, you're just not saving yourself any money. It's better off having the
No.
service if you want to pay all of them, and then picking and choosing which ones you want to keep. So, some ones that come in, like let's say you try Don't Starve when it gets added, you play it for 25 hours, and you're like, hey, this is wicked. I'm just going to buy it, so I have it permanently. That's what it does. It allows you just to try it, and then it's like a very serious try before you buy at times.
Yeah. I've got a very good question from Gareth who says, Sam, what's your favorite Xbox exclusive?
It's a really, really good question.
While he's thinking, I'm going to jump in with mine. It's Ori.
Yeah,
I
Ori
love
is
Ori.
Ori is a very good one. I mean, recently, I would say it's actually Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons and
See,
Grounded I've played
I
tons
haven't
of. They're
tried it yet.
very good. If you haven't tried either of those, I would massively recommend it. But I think Halo has a very special place in my heart over many, many years. I think when I was a child and I got given an Xbox for the first time, I opened my window and I shouted out of it, "I've got an Xbox," and that obviously came.
Oh,
That's what, yeah. And then now here I am now. But and that came with Halo Combat Evolved. And I recently took 2 days off of work to complete the original Halo with a friend on Legendary. So it's I'd go with Halo. But recently, if you guys haven't tried it, Grounded is a great survival game, and Minecraft Dungeons is a really good one just to chill out and play with some mates, or I don't know, just relax with.
I'm going to try it Grounded tomorrow, I think. I noticed it was on Game Pass and I'm like, hell yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sam. I wish you a lovely rest of your sunny Thursday. And
Oh,
yeah,
thank you
it's been
so much.
good.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it, and
All right.
thank you to chat as well.
Take care, bud. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to tune in 2 weeks' time for the next live stream featuring another very special guest. This time, we're going to be talking to we're going to be talking all about Marvel's Avengers. Yes, remember that? It's coming out very soon. We're going to be talking all about it in 2 weeks' time. So I will see you then. That's all for me. Once again, my name was Rach. We have been Dino PC, passionate about custom gaming PCs and all the nerdy stuff that goes into them. Everyone, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you later. Bye.